What a season it's been. Chelsea, as usual, win the WSL title in so much style that Kings Meadow should be renamed as Queens Meadow. Manchester United found their mojo again. Everton and West Ham had somewhat of a resurgence midway through the season. Aston Villa and Tottenham unfortunately kept slipping down the table, and it's sad to see Crystal Palace go. In between all the highs and lows of the season, all the drama and controversy, it's time for the annual, well, this is the first one, but I plan to make this an annual video in the Shadow Football fixture list. It's time for the Shadow Football Women's Super League Team of the Season. In order to prevent myself from picking the entire Man United backline, I'm going to limit myself to a maximum of 3 players per team. Going over the criteria for selection, this is not your usual team of the season. This team does not necessarily consist of the players that were the outright best players of the 2024-25 season. This team is made up of players that deserve to be celebrated, players that were not necessarily the best player in their position in the whole league, but players that made a massive impact for their respective teams, players that impressed, players that made us feel their love, passion, and joy for football. Team achievements go out the window, stats go out the window, but achievements relative to their team's stature are taken into account highly. If you're a long-time viewer of Shadow Football, not that I've been around for that long anyways, you'll know we like to highlight the unsung heroes, players that don't often get mentioned but are fully deserving of praise, and that is exactly what this team will be. This team will be in a 3-4-1-2 formation, so now that we've gone over the criteria for the team, let's just dive straight into it. During the summer transfer window of 2024, the departure of Mary Earps to Qatar Money FC was a huge talking point. Pundits, armchair critics, and everyone in the YouTube comment section freaking out and wondering who Manchester United will sign as a replacement. Amidst all the chaos in the media, every Man United fan hid silently with a smirk on their face. As we knew, we had Fallon Tullis-Joyce ready to make the number 1 +90 shirt her own. The American has been nothing short of sensational in goal this season. Her 6-foot frame makes her look like a manta ray in front of goal. Combine the size and strength of a giant Pacific octopus with the speed, agility, and reflexes of a cat chasing a laser pointer, and you have Fallon Tullis-Joyce. Aside from being a fantastic shot stopper, one thing I think is extremely underrated in her game is her bravery and assertiveness in the air. She's contributed to 14,927 clean sheets this season, I'm pretty sure, with superhuman saves that just make you go, oh my god, I can't believe she's kept that out. And check out this save, where she stretches and covers the length of Long Island to get there. Her form for United has also led her to make her international debut for the States too, in which, you guessed it, she kept a clean sheet. We're now at the point where scoring a goal past Fallon Tullis-Joyce is regarded as breaking news in England, and probably the world. I didn't check Jupiter, but probably breaking news on Jupiter as well. A magnificent goalkeeper and fully deserving of the biggest accolade of them all, a place in Shadow Football's Team of the Season. Someone had to step up this season. Someone was given big boots to fill. Someone was asked to take responsibility and be a leader. So up stepped Maya Le Tissier. Since she's been given the captaincy, she looked like she's gained a new level of confidence and has been an absolute rock at the back. She's quick, strong, and this is one of my favourite tackles from her. Johanna Rytting-Kaneryd looks set to score, and Le Tissier positions herself here, where she's blocking the passing lane to Ramirez, showing Rytting-Kaneryd down this way. Once the Swedish sensation goes that way, Le Tissier can then commit to the tackle and puts in a massive block to keep United in the game. Her long-range passing accuracy has come a long way and she's clearly much more comfortable on the ball now. Her marking and positioning don't get spoken about enough, as well as her reading of the game where she starts moving back to cover this pass before it's even played. And also this cheeky offside trap that catches Paris offside. The biggest export from Guernsey isn't actually vegetables, rather it's world-class footballers called Le Tissier, as she has also scored some lovely goals and is apparently the penalty taker now as well. Is there anything this woman can't do? It's a shame she doesn't seem to like living in Manchester.
I just love anywhere with sun. I think I'm born to be in the sun, to be honest. I don't know why I live in Manchester.
But I genuinely hope she's our captain for years to come. It's been a tough season for Manchester City. Aside from the whole Chloe Kelly drama and Gareth Taylor getting the sack, their defense has been shaken up multiple times. Laia Alexandri, Naomi Lazel, Leila Wahabi, and Alex Greenwood all got injured at some point in the season. Alana Kennedy left. Risa Shimizu suffered an ACL injury before the season even started. Rebecca Kanak and Laura Wienreuter both joined halfway throughout the season, which meant Kirsten Kasperai was the only regular fixture in their backline in the WSL this season. And my god, has she been outstanding. I'm convinced that when everyone will eventually be back fit for City, she would still be in the starting lineup week in week out. She's incredibly solid at the back and has an engine that allows her to get up and down the line for her team. She's crucial to the way Man City play, fullbacks high up supporting the attack, and she's chipped in with a few assists and goals as well this season. Not to mention filling in as a right winger and actually doing quite well when City contributed to half of the hospital bills in the city of Manchester in the second half of the season. This assist for Jess Park against Aston Villa absolutely sums up how good she is and how important she is to this team. She's a classy yet energetic player, and it's been amazing watching her go from strength to strength this season. Few players divide opinion like Lucy Bronze. On one hand, some say she's past her best, she's lost her pace, she's no longer a top-class footballer. But on the other hand, aka the correct hand, she's still a world-class fullback, she's probably the fittest player in the league, and she's the smartest defender in the country. Her arrival at Chelsea turned a few heads considering they already had Ashley Lawrence and Eve Perisset on their books, but Bronze showed everyone this season why she's the best right-back in the league. She may have lost a yard or two of her pace, but her positioning and reading of the game are elite. Bronze makes interceptions like this one look so easy. Her understanding of the game is second to none. She fits Bonpastor's system well as she's a wonderful one-on-one defender who's also capable of supporting the attack, and still have energy left over to play 3 more games on the same day. She's also responsible for winning the WSL title for Chelsea right in front of Mark Skinner again with a great header from a corner. And to whoever doubted Lucy Bronze at any point this season, think again, because she's been utterly world class. I'm going to do centre midfield a bit differently for this one, and I'm going to pick my central midfield pairing of the season. Most clubs have chopped and changed their midfield combination throughout the season, but the pairing that deserves the place in my team of the season is the combination of West Ham's Katrina Gorry and Una Siren. You know those super bouncy balls you get from vending machines in shopping malls back then? Take 2 of those and bounce them as hard as you can in a small room, and that's exactly what Gorry and Siren are like on a football pitch. They just don't stop going and they pack a punch when they hit you. Both players are extremely capable in defense and attack, and have been the anchor of the team as they enjoyed a pretty impressive surge up the table in the second half of the campaign. We all know how good Katrina Gorry is, but Una Siren has been one of the finds of the season. The Finnish midfielder just keeps getting better and better each game. Her work rate is unrivaled, her defensive positioning is brilliant, and she's a pretty tidy player in the ball too. Whilst Katrina Gorry has taken over the captaincy and proved herself as one of the best leaders in the league, coming up with a couple of goals in the process. This strike against Brighton showing exactly what she's like as a player. Both players are capable of slicing through opposition defenses with their passing, with both of them each providing an assist for the most German-sounding name I've ever heard, Shakira Martinez against Palace. This midfield pairing demonstrates what they lack in size, they make up for in tenacity, effort, and quality. I said this in my Sonia Bonpastor Chelsea video, that Johanna Rytting-Kanerud is the player that has benefited the most from her arrival, and she has duly exploded onto the scene this season. In Bonpastor's system, the wingers are the players given the task of being the ball carriers, the players that bring the ball up the pitch and into the opposition third. She's been given the confidence and faith from Bonpastor to run at defenders and take them on, something she's always been good at, and she has caused absolute havoc in the WSL. Left-backs shriveling up left and right, terrified at the sight of the blistering pace and fancy footwork of the Swedish sensation. This finish against Brighton was so good she didn't even know anything about it, But in all seriousness, if this goal against Tottenham isn't in contention to win goal of the season, then whoever is in charge of deciding the award needs to get their eyes checked immediately. She's gone from being a squad player for Emma Hayes to now being a key player for Sonia Bonpastor, and it's been a joy watching her this season. I love watching wingers fearlessly taking on defenders, and Johanna Rytting-Kanerud has been so direct, so confident, and just brilliant. I'm at the point now where I can't imagine Arsenal without Mariona Caldente. In fact, I don't even want to remember what Arsenal were like without Mariona Caldente. If there's ever a single player that has arrived and completely lifted the overall quality of a team, it would be Mariona Caldente for Arsenal. I know I kinda cheated by putting Mariona in as a left winger, but she has played there this season, sometimes, so I'm putting her there. My channel, my rules. She reminds me of Isco, or Robert Pires if you want to go down the Arsenal route. A player that isn't the quickest, but is insanely technical and everything she touches turns to gold. Her dribbling and close control is the best in the league, and I think what she's done for Arsenal is that she's dramatically improved Arsenal's lowest level, dragging the overall quality of the team up a few notches, and she's incredibly important to her team now. She's just good, like really bloody good at football. She's outrageous. From dribbling and passing to scoring with both feet, she's just so damn good at kicking a football and all the other bits in between. She scored so many goals, like a lot, and I'm finding it hard to find the words to keep this going so I can keep showing you her highlights. She's so good. Jill Roord is one of the best midfielders in the WSL, and yet nobody seems to be talking about her, so I will. Her return from the dreaded ACL injury was much anticipated, and she has come back with a bang. Gareth Taylor, and now Nick Cushing, has preferred a midfield 3 this season, and Roord has been playing as the box-to-box midfielder, and she's worked hard every single game with and without the ball. It's not just her goals and assists that have been impressive. Her ability to link up play between the defense and midfield has been incredible this season, and it's a very underrated part of a game. The one word I will use to describe Jill Roord this campaign is irresistible. With the midfield depth chart for the 2 advanced midfield positions containing Viviana Miedema, Jess Park, Laura Coombs, and Laura Blinkilde-Brown, the question for each week's team selection is, who's partnering Roord in midfield? She's just been that good. It's such a beautiful sight to see a fully fit Jill Roord firing on all cylinders again, as she is fully deserving of her spot in the prestigious Shadow Football Team of the Season. Into the forwards now, and if I made this video for the previous season, this spot would have gone to Elizabeth Turland, who had a stormer of a season for Brighton. But here we are in the present day, at the conclusion of the 2024-25 season, and so this spot will go to Manchester United's Elizabeth Turland. The woman known affectionately as Terry by her teammates took a while to get going in the beginning for United, but my dear God, has she been lethal. She was the perfect signing to replace Alessia Russo, as her link-up play, attacking positioning, strength, and ability in the air are the qualities Mark Skinner looks for in a centre forward for his system. Turland has all of these qualities in abundance, and is a natural finisher as well, as she's come up with some of the most ridiculous finishes from crosses into the box I've seen this season. Take any person off the street and have them cross the ball in, and Turland would still find a way to finish it. She is incredibly single-minded about scoring goals, and has brought a level of ruthlessness to United's attack we haven't seen in a while. In my opinion, the most necessary signing out of all the additions they made at the start of the season, and she's proven to be a crucial component in this Manchester United team. When the Renaissance was in full flight, Arsenal really stepped up their game and went into another gear as they consistently kept putting out strong performance after strong performance, proving that Renee Slechers could do what Jonas Eidevall couldn't, and that is to maximize the potential of her players. And no one has benefited more from the Renaissance than Alessia Russo. Slehurst likes to play a much more direct style, and Russo is the focal point of that. She reminds me of Wayne Rooney, a complete player who operates in all areas of the pitch, able to link up play and finish chances, and someone who has a very high work rate. I'm gonna put this out there now. Alessia Russo is the most complete striker in the WSL. Aside from her brilliant hold-up play, what I think has improved tenfold in her game is her ability to be in the right place at the right time in the box. Ella Toon's best friend has become a fox in the box, a real poacher, on top of all the other things she's good at. Stopping her from scoring has been regarded as a badge of honor for any defender in the world right now. Russo has gone up 5 gears this season, and she duly occupies the last spot in my team of the season. There we have it! We're done! Yay! This has been a cracking season, full of twists and turns, and yet at the end of the day, Chelsea will always come out on top. I started this list in February actually, and I've chopped and changed it so much over the last few months, and this was the result of my meltdown. So I hope you enjoyed it.
Started making it, had a breakdown. Bon appetit.
Like I said at the beginning, I wanted to showcase 11 brilliant players that deserve to be celebrated and put in the spotlight. I know all of you in the comments section will have a lot to say about this team, but I'd love to know your opinions, as I'm merely presenting my own opinions with this video. Anyways, we've got the Euros to look forward to in the summer after the scintillating season of Women's Super League goodness. It will be a fantastic summer of football, no doubt. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more.